Welcome to News Bites. Peace to everyone. Today we are going to take a look at how the Taliban captured Afghanistan so quickly. The Taliban blitzed across Afghanistan since the launch of their offensive in May, and have now taken over the entire country. After nearly 2 decades of fighting against the foreign occupation, the Taliban has finally taken control of Afghanistan. In June, the U.S. intelligence community concluded that the Afghan government could fall within 6 months. Last week, U.S. intelligence analysts predicted the fall of Kabul to take place within 90 days, but in reality, it only took a few days. The Taliban made rapid military advances that saw Afghan government forces either fleeing or surrendering. On Sunday, the Taliban were inside Kabul for the first time since 2001, where they took over control of the presidential palace soon after President Ashraf Ghani fled the country. The Taliban's swift victory has prompted questions over how the armed group managed to gain control so quickly after the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. In the past 2 decades, the U.S. spent more than $1 trillion in Afghanistan. It trained Afghan forces and provided them with multi-billion-dollar equipment. But despite that, Afghan forces continued to lose ground to Taliban fighters. Afghan political analysts say government forces were plagued by corruption, poor leadership and low morale for several years. Faced with highly motivated Taliban fighters and no foreign military support or airstrikes, many soldiers deserted or surrendered. Sources said the armed group had put in place an amnesty deal for Afghan forces in the case of an unconditional surrender. This helped them swiftly take over several cities. Alongside this, Taliban leadership also focused on strengthening its military position to give it leverage in negotiations. The success of the Taliban can be broken down on 3 levels. Their individual conviction can be attributed to their religious fervor and the perfection of the narrative they had built to justify their cause. Obaidullah Bahir, a lecturer of transitional justice at the American University in Kabul, told TRT World. On the government's side, the incompetence of the officials was deplorable. They lost the narrative war, the strategic upper hand and the morale of their soldiers. No one's life, property and dignity will be harmed and the lives of the citizens of Kabul will not be at risk, the Taliban said. In a video statement, Mullah Abdul Ghani Baradar, who heads the Taliban's political office in Qatar, said he did not expect to achieve its goals in Afghanistan so quickly. "I did not expect that we would achieve such a success so quickly, but God was in our favor," he said. Please do subscribe to News Bites for regular updates. Thank you for watching. Peace.